Nagato finally got his friends, but Furion's real fight has just begun. Do you remember that member of Kiel who survived in the end, who finally ordered him to form a gang? And what kind of conspiracies are being plotted against Furion? So let's see. Then after the fight, Sakura's classmates are having a party, but suddenly they notice that Sakura didn't come to school today. Because of this, everyone starts getting worried about him. Nira calls Sakura and finds out that Sakura is sick. Nira and Suo head towards his house to visit him. Based on the location, they see that Sakura lives nearby. They think that Sakura has shifted here with his family. But as soon as they reach his location, they see a hated house, which shocks them. They go into Sakura's room, where Suo enters without knocking. Nier tries to stop him, but Suo explains that if Sakura is really sick and can't move, then something bad could happen to him. Nier thinks that in this way, Sakura will die alone. Just then, Sakura comes out after hearing their noise. They see that Sakura is really sick. His whole house is desolate, and there's no one except him. Nier offers him food, but Sakura refuses. Nier tells him that everyone was worried about him, so they sent gifts for him. He tells Sakura to trust everyone. Sakura replies that he has done everything alone until now, so there's no need for them to worry about him. Suo leaves from there with Nier. Nier asks Suo why they didn't stay with Sakura. Suo explains that from the look of Sakura's room, it's clear that he's been alone for a long time. This friendship is new for him, so he's confused. He doesn't even know how to trust friends. Suo says that he should leave Sakura alone for some time so that he doesn't feel pressured. If Nier is worried, then they'll come again tomorrow. Nira understands Suo's point. He wants Sakura to understand that he has friends whom he can trust. Whenever he's in trouble, these friends will come to help him. Nira had promised Sakura that he'll help him reach the top, so he always wants to stay with him. Just then, Kotoa arrives. Sakura sees that his friends have sent food for him and prayed for his recovery. But Sakura doesn't understand anything because he has always been alone. He has never depended on anyone, nor cared for anyone, but according to Umeya, he does care about his friends, that's why he froze in the fight. But Sakura is not ready to accept this. Just then, Kotoa enters Sakura's room. Sakura gets scared, but then sees that Kotoa has brought food for him. He starts eating. Kotoa is surprised that there's nothing in Sakura's room. She tells him that Nire was very worried about him. Kotoa asks if he got sick because of the fight, but Sakura denies. Kotoa understands that Sakura got sick because he was thinking whether he really started liking his friends. That's why he froze. Sakura starts getting embarrassed, but still isn't ready to accept it. Kotoa explains that he should be a little dependent on others. Sakura refuses, so Kotoa snatches the food from him. She tells him that if they and others didn't bring food for him, then he wouldn't have been able to rest. Even if Sakura can do everything on his own, he needs to understand that in some things he will need help from others. After hearing this, Sakura remembers Kaji's words. The next day he goes to meet Kaji. All the classmates start teasing Kaji, which makes him shy. He takes Sakura somewhere else. Sakura tells Kaji that in the Kiel fight, he thought he could handle everything alone, but later he had to take help from the second years. This made him angry at himself. But Kaji always trusts others and delegates tasks. Sakura asks how he can do that and how he can become like Kaji. Kaji thinks and takes a coffee bottle and takes Sakura to the roof. He tells him that he depends on others because he knows he can't do everything alone. Sakura doesn't like this answer because he thinks this is weakness. Kaji gives the example of the coffee bottle. No matter what's written outside, inside it will always be coffee. If someone pretends that he can do something which he actually can't, then that's his biggest mistake. Sakura isn't admitting his weakness in front of everyone because he's afraid that people will reject him. Kaji says that Sakura is a fool. If he thinks that people don't know he's scared, then he's living in a dream. Last time when he showed his weakness, no one rejected him. People are not seeing his power, they are seeing Sakura. He needs to take off the blindfold from his eyes and trust what's in front of him. Hearing this, Umeya starts clapping. Seeing Umeya and Hiragi, Sakura and Kaji get embarrassed. Kaji punches Umeya in embarrassment and runs away. Umeya explains to Sakura that there are many things he also can't do himself. That's why he is dependent on others. Even if he makes mistakes, he trusts that people will never reject him. He has decided that he'll also help them where they are weak, so that everyone can trust each other. Sakura understands everything. We get to know that Kaji was explained all this by Hiragi, which makes Hiragi proud. With this, the episode ends.